Do not let people take away the belief in yourself. You know, I get in moments where I'm in New York City, and New York City used to be a bad place for me back in 2007. And I don't want to get into that story, but every time I come back to New York City, even yesterday, I'll tell you a quick story. I'm walking down the street. I had to get me a slice of New York pizza. It's not on my schedule, my diet, but I had to in New York, right? Especially from the corner store. And I'm walking and I come across two police. And like, hey, you. And I'm like, gosh, I got a flashback. Like, what do I have? Like, did I do something wrong? I'm like, man, what's going on? And they said, hey, you. And I look back. He said, Trent. He said, man, I follow you, man. I appreciate your messages. And it's those moments that remind me, and I want to tell you, like, to never give up. You know what I mean? It's not about these big moments, the Tamron Hall Today Show. Those are incredible, and I'm appreciative of it. The big moments is not allowing people to put their limitations on me. And I want to tell you, like, you got to get to a point when, I'm not telling you to be self-centered and selfish, but you got to get to a point where you're serving your peace, you're serving your greatness, you're serving your joy, you're serving your happiness. And sometimes what that means is that you have to cut off certain things in your life that's keeping you from serving your best life. Like, I want to be real with you right now. Like, are you serving your best life? Ask yourself that. Be honest. And as I'm always going to tell you, it's not those people's fault. When people have shown you who they are, when people have continued to give you the same things over and over, it's not on them no more. It's on you. And I know it's easier said than done, but that can't be an excuse the rest of your life. It can't be an excuse. That's why this book is helping so many people. Like, so many people live in their peace. So many people make decisions. So many people stop being codependent on things. This book is literally shifting and changing lives. Like, go look at the reviews. It's everything I thought it would be, but it's even blowing my mind the takeaways people are having in this book. But you got to be real with yourself and write this down. Like, are the things that I have going on in my life, or the people in my life, are they serving my peace? Are they serving my best life? And if they're not, you got to make changes. You have to make changes. The reason I'm at where I'm at is because I made those changes. I had those conversations. I stopped letting people do what they want to me. I stopped letting people put their opinion on me. I stopped letting people put their perspective on me. I stopped letting people put their way of life on me. And some people, when you do that, they're going to call you stuck up. They're going to call you different. You're going to be misunderstood. But understand this, you deserve peace. But understand this, you deserve your best life. But understand this, you deserve your greatness. Understand this, you deserve your joy. You deserve your happiness. Understand this. Some people might misunderstand why you are making certain decisions. Some people might misunderstand why you're being a little bit more selfish in a positive way. Some people might misunderstand why you're no longer around them no more. Some people might misunderstand why you're no longer doing that no more. They might misunderstand it, but understand you're doing this for your best life. And most people won't understand that until you go live your best life. So my friend, it starts with you right now. Share this right now, man. Y'all light up this chat. Y'all light up this chat right now. Share this right now. If you feel that, say, I'm going to live my best life. Write in the chat, I am going to live my best life. The link for Protect Your Peace is below. Go to Amazon to buy the book. It is out and it is shifting the world. But more importantly, you got to read the book if you get it. But most importantly, like, you got to stop allowing people to do certain things to you. That can't be the rest of your story. Such and such did this. Such and such is doing that. Such and such is treating me a certain way. My job is doing this. At some point, you have to take ownership of your life and say, you know what? If it's not serving what I need, if it's not serving my peace, that is numero one. If it's not serving my peace, I got to let it go. I got to remove myself from the situation because I know this is true. And this is what this book could teach you. A life without peace is nothing. Peace is everything in your life. And a lot of us, we don't have peace because we're keeping our life in choice chaos, as I call it. What's choice chaos? It is chaos that you're choosing to keep yourself in. Listen, the world is chaotic. Things are going to come around your life that you can't control. But some of us are keeping our life in situations that we can't control. I call it choice chaos. You're choosing the chaos in your life. You're choosing to hang around those friends that suck. You're choosing to hang around those friends that all they do is talk about their friends. All they do is gossip. All they do is talk about drama. You're choosing to keep yourself in an environment that is literally stripping away from your peace. You're choosing to stay in a relationship that you know is not healthy. You're choosing that. You might say, Trent, I have no choice. Listen, that's a victim mindset. You do have a choice. And don't you ever say that again. You have a choice. I'm telling you, that choice might be hard. That choice might seem impossible. But if you're making a choice to stay, you have a choice to leave. If you're making a choice to engage, then you have a choice to disengage. If you're making a choice to keep yourself in it, then you have a choice to remove yourself from it. It might not be as easy as a choice, but you have a choice in your life. And this is not just about intimate relationship. This is about your life. Look around your life and ask yourself, is my habits? Because sometimes it's not an external battle, it's an internal battle most of the times. You read this in this book. Sometimes my boundaries within myself, I am literally not serving my best life. And I'm not telling you to change everything, but what's something that you can do today, right now, where you can say, you know what, I'm going to do this to serve my peace a little bit more. Maybe it's taking time for yourself on a walk and first thing in the morning. Maybe it's in the gym. Maybe it's reading Protect Your Peace. Maybe it's listening to worship music. Maybe it's talking to God. Maybe it's laying down with your babies and looking at your baby's eyes and realizing like, man, look how God has blessed me with my family. Like maybe it's that, maybe it's reflection therapy, appreciation therapy, as I call it. But you got to make better choices, because what you choose will consume you. What you choose, write this in the chat, y'all, will consume you. Just like you can choose pain, you can choose peace. Just like you can choose hurt, you can choose happiness. Just like you can choose struggle, you can choose success. The choice is yours, so choose wisely. Choose wisely. And I want to say again, this is not just about intimate relationships. Kathy, thanks for the stars. I appreciate you. This is about your life, y'all. This is about the relationship with you. Are you living the life that serves the life that you say you want to live? Are you doing the things, are you around the things that serve your peace, your joy, your happiness, your clarity? And I know these decisions are hard to make. Trust me, I struggle with these decisions too. But when I experience peace in my life, I'm like, man, I want to prioritize this. I want to live by this. I don't want to be around things that cause chaos in my life. I don't want to be around things that cause drama in my life. I don't want to be around things that literally lower my energy. I don't want to be around things that make me shrink and I can't be who I fully am. Some of us, we're not being who we are because we're pleasing people's perception of us. What does that mean, Trent? It means that you are trading your identity to please them. You're not being who you are because maybe they told you that who you are is too much. And so now what did you do? You shrink to fit in instead of being who you are. I want to tell you this, my friend. If people around you don't appreciate you, and again, take this in context, right? If you're an evil person and you're going through times where you're hurting people, I'm not saying just be who you are. Please don't take that message from this. But when you know your heart is pure, when you know that you're a good person and it's still not enough for people, then again, you know those people aren't enough for you. And I want you to take your life. I want you to uproot your life in that situation. I want you to put your life around better. I want you to put your life around greater. I want you to put your life in people that appreciate you. And sometimes it takes the absence of your presence for them to really appreciate who you are and who you were. But you can't stay. Thank you. But you can't stay in the same situations and expect a different outcome. At some point, you have to make the choice to choose your peace. If you're going to choose peace today, type peace. Okay, if you're going to choose peace today, type peace. If you're going to choose peace today, you haven't picked up this book, don't say I don't read. Okay, you need to read this. Look in the chat. If you got this book, y'all, let people know in the chat. If you don't have the resources, just ask for a book. Maybe somebody can send it to you. If I see you, I'm going to give you a book. I can't give everybody a book, but if I come across you, I'm not going to pass it up. I'm going to bless you with this book because I know how much this book is shifting and changing the world. Okay, so share it. If you have the book, just share it for me because somebody on your timeline needs Protect Your Peace. Somebody on your timeline, in your ecosystem, in your environment that you probably don't even know is struggling with finding peace in their life. And I know this book can be the solution to their problems. And I hope that will be a solution to their problems. So I want to tell y'all right now on this live, I want you to go do better, go seek better, go become better, go live better. Because better is available for you and better is coming to your life. I promise you, it is coming to your life. That is the mindset that you have to have. People say, oh, Trent, that's so optimistic. What's the alternative? We're going to be optimistic. Yeah, we're going to be positive. We're going to speak life into our life. You know why? Because that makes me feel better. Even though my situations might not change, my internal state of mind changes. And I know when my internal state of mind changes, it tends to change the situations around me because I look different, I seek different, I become different, I attract different. Some of us, right, we have no internal peace and we wonder why we're attracting chaos. You know what I mean? So today's the day where you give yourself permission to walk into your best life. Today's the day where you give yourself permission to choose the things that serve your peace. Okay? And it's that simple. To choose the things that serve your happiness. To choose the things that serve your joy. Look at your past week and ask yourself, the choices that I make, did it serve my peace or did it serve my chaos? That's it. Maybe you got online and you scrolled social media all day. Might have served your chaos unless you're on this page or somebody's page that has some positivity in your life. Maybe it was around coworkers or friends that you know ain't in the same mindset as you. You chose chaos instead of choosing peace. So ask yourself that question and be real with yourself. Okay, be real with yourself because you can't heal yourself if you're not being real with yourself. Guys, If you have a chance to be by TV today, check me out on Tamron Hall Show. Again, check your local listings. Go to Tamron Hall, Google it to see when it comes on in your area. Make sure you share it. If people don't know who I am and you've been trying to tell people who I am, be like, watch this interview. Because I'm getting on here and I'm talking about protect your peace. And you know what's cool, y'all? Is that this is going viral. And I don't mean viral, but this is making a huge impact. Like, goodness is making a huge impact. And I'm not some expert. You know what I mean? I don't need no title. You know, I don't have everything figured out. I'm a human just like you. I'm a human that has experienced peace in his life, hasn't experienced peace in his life. And I know how important it is to me. So don't look at me as no celebrity. Don't give me no title. Don't put me on no pedestal. I got my imperfections beneath the surface. I struggle just like you. These are conversations I have with myself. I just had this conversation in the gym this morning with myself. It's like, Trent, what you going to choose today? And so when I'm having these conversations, I'm like, man, if I needed this, maybe somebody in the rehab time community needs it. Maybe somebody needs it. Renee said, can somebody bless her with a book? Hey, y'all, somebody bless Renee with a book if you can. Renee Cooper, all right? Somebody bless Renee Cooper with a book if y'all can. And I just want y'all to know that, man. Like, I hope when y'all see me doing great things, as they call it, you're proud, because this wouldn't be possible without you. I'm fighting for something bigger. You know, I always think about my friend that committed suicide every time I get on the stage, man, because I knew if he just would have had somebody like me in his life, and it's crazy because I wasn't the person I needed to be for him. But if he would have had this Trent in his life, maybe he would have gave tomorrow another chance. And he's more alive in my life than he's ever been. And I get emotional talking about this because, you know, he took his life because he lost something. He lost someone. So he felt his life was over. So people ask Trent, why do you go so hard and fight for people like not keeping the wrong things in their life and getting the right things in their life? Because I have a best friend that committed suicide because he had the wrong things in his life. Because somebody didn't love him the way he loved them. Because he lost something that he truly cared about and he felt that his life was over. And I promised him at his casket over 10 years ago that I would live the rest of my life. This isn't easy. It isn't easy always talking about self-worth. It isn't easy always, you know, working on myself and being the best I can for y'all. You know, this last few years has been a journey for me, has been a struggle for me. And I've shared this with y'all. But you guys have seen me continue to push, continue to go, and to see the world, like literally, every time I get online, I see somebody posting this book, it warms my heart because this book was written from the realest place that it could have been written from, So I want to say thank you, y'all. Thank you so much for continuing to show up and support me. Some of y'all have been here for 15 years. And sometimes I ask myself, why? Like, who am I? You know, I have those questions. Who am I? You know, but then I remind myself, like I remind y'all, I'm everything that somebody today needs me to be. And I want you to tell yourself that. When you have that question about who am I? Who am I to make a difference? Who am I to help somebody? Who am I to, you know, make something better? Who am I? I want you to tell yourself, and everybody write this in the chat right now. I'm everything that somebody out there needs me to be. And I don't know who needs me to be their everything today, but I believe that there's somebody out there. And that's why I continue to show up. That's why I continue to step up. That's why I will never give up. Because I know that there's somebody out there that needs me to be everything to them. And even though my everything might be a shell of myself, it might be 20%, it might be 30%. It might be me going through my hardest times. But sometimes people need to see someone else getting through their hardest times to help them get through theirs. So don't think that any part of your life or your journey is in vain. Everything is building you. Everything is your power. Everything is not just helping you live your best life, but it's also helping others get the best out of their life. So thank you so much. Again, if you don't have the book, go get it. You see the chat. People are like, man, it's amazing. If you don't have the book, go get it, because it is a life-changing book. And I cannot tell you how many people have hit me up that don't read. And it's like, Trent, I don't read books, but I couldn't put this down. And this is not some guide on telling you how to live your life. I don't believe in that. I believe we all have different perspectives, and who says my perspective is right? This is me sharing my experience, giving you suggestions and ideas to help you develop your prescription for your peace. Your prescription might look different than mine because you might need a different prescription for your life. I don't know where you're at in your journey. So who am I to tell you this is how you live in your peace? This is the only way. No, I'm not that guy. I'm not an expert. But what I am is a purpose-driven person that's not afraid to show y'all all of me. That don't sound right. To show y'all the good and the bad. That sounds better. So thank you